Hello, welcome to my stream. I'm going to adjust some settings. One moment. Hello, my name is Robert. A very good evening to you all. Goedenavond allemaal. Ik ga verder in het Engels. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my live stream on YouTube. At the moment, I'm at the Schiphol Airport, as you might see on Delta 7, on a Boeing 737-700 of KLM Royal Dutch Airlines. Registration Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Fox or PHBGF, as you can see here. It's a simulation made by PMDG. That's the as the aircraft is concerned. And I also use other parts in the simulation, like Active Sky for weather. I use FS2Crew for a simulation of a virtual co-pilot, etc. At this moment, there's an event going on at Schiphol Airport. It's called Runway to Holland. And the special thing about this event is that there's only one runway in use for both landings and takeoffs. And this is not the normal situation at Schiphol Airport. Normally, it's only used, for example, when there is a very strong wind, like a big storm, when only one runway is suitable for both arrivals and departures. But in conditions like today, nice warm spring weather with not too much wind, there's always a separate departure and separate arrival runway, but not at this time, not in this simulation environment. So I'm expecting an alternative runway for departure. Like I said, I'm at Delta 7 and we're going to make a flight to London Heathrow busy airport and a short flying time. I don't know if it's possible to show you something of the flight plan. Give me a few minutes and I'll try to show you something about it. Okay, I have to improvise a little bit. I hope you can see this. If not, then I will just explain. I'm sorry, I'm just I'm on a new computer actually, and I have to use a lot of time to get everything set up correctly. FlightSim is set up correctly. However, there are some things in OBS, the recording software, which I still have to configure to show you documents like the PFPX flight plan. However, this will be the first time I will output my stream on HD, I guess, 1980, the resolution, for the pixels in the wide range. So I hope it will give a better result than all my previous live streams. So I have to hurry up a little bit because there's only 45 minutes left of this event. So I will not waste too much explanation. I'm sorry for that. I hope you are a little bit aware of this kind of simulation. If not, then I advise you to watch some of my future flights when I will have a longer flight time and more opportunities to explain you everything in more depth. So KLM57 Alpha is the alphanumeric call sign of this flight. It's a late afternoon flight and it's normally known for normal passengers as the KL1021, departing 5 minutes to 4 local time. And actually this flight is the one I'm going to take later this week when I'm flying to London Heathrow myself. So yes, I can admit that this flight is more or less some pre-holiday fun. However, holiday is just a couple of days in London, so I would rather call it a city trip. So KLM57 Alpha is the flight plan call sign and the call sign used on radio. But again, it's 1021 for the passengers. I don't know what's happening now on my flight sim screen, but you don't see it, so okay. Something with dynamic lighting, I'm afraid. Looks a bit strange. We have a upload of fuel of 5,102 kilograms, which equals about 2 hours 70 minutes flying time. But that's not what we are going to need normally, because our trip fuel is just for 41 minutes. That's 1,804 kilograms, and we have a 5% contingency, some 5% margin, which allows for 5 additional minutes. At Heathrow, it's normally pretty busy, and holdings in the eastern part of London are really common. So that's why we always need at least 30 minutes of holding fuel for our arrival into London Heathrow. Of course, the weather can be a problem, probably not today, but we will always plan for an alternate, especially because of the busy traffic at London Heathrow. So in that case, we will divert to the much less busy London Stansted. But for that, we also need some additional fuel, which is 936 kilograms. We always need a reserve fuel, a final reserve fuel, which equals about 30 minutes of additional flying time. And this is a little bit more than 1,000 kilograms. This all results in a minimum takeoff fuel of almost 5,000 kilograms. But because we also need some taxi fuel for 10 minutes, we exceed 5,000 kilograms. And that's why we take around 5,100 kilograms of fuel on board for our flight to London Heathrow. We have a pretty busy cabin today. It's not fully loaded, but we have 128 passengers, which equals 16,895 kilograms. Empty weight of the aircraft is 38,147. Well, here you have Papa Hotel Bravo Golf Foxtrot registration. The date today, the 3rd of June 2018, from Echo Hotel Alpha Mike Amsterdam to London Heathrow. London Heathrow is at 83 feet above sea level, while Amsterdam Schiphol is below sea level. The flight plan takes us from Gorlo via the Upper Lima 980 airway to Xaman, and then we'll enter the lower airspace of the United Kingdom towards Logan, and from Logan we'll start the Lambourne 3 Alpha arrival routes into London Heathrow. After Lambourne we can expect normally radar vectors by ATC, if there's ATC online today. In the real world there always is, and on the flight sim world we just have to wait and see. If not, we'll fly the non-radar procedure. Probably into the runway 09 left, as there is a slight easterly wind at the moment at London Heathrow. I planned for runway 36 left regarding the flight plan, but it's likely that we'll get runway 36 center because of the single runway event. This is a shorter runway than 36 left, so we made our takeoff performance based on 36 center. We don't need any anti-ice, obviously. We will make a PAX on departure, and the normal departure with a 737 is a flaps 5 departure. And we have an assumed temperature of 42 degrees, which gives us the exact right amount of thrust, a good balance between the takeoff performance, the safety requirements, and the durability of the engines. So this is a good balance today regarding the weather situation. That's 42 degrees assumed temperature for the engine thrust. So if it is 36 left, it's going to be Golo 3 Victor departure, but like I said, probably 36 center today. And then we'll leave the Dutch airspace over Xaman. However, we will be in contact with London probably more quickly already, probably around Golo, because there's some delegated airspace there. And then via Logan, via Tripo, Sabre and Brasso to Lambourne VOR, and then to London Heathrow. We expect 09 left, as you can see here, a flaps 30 landing. In case of an engine out, to do straight at, and they'll make a left-hand turn to Bovingdon, and we'll climb to 4,000 feet. That's only in an engine out procedure. The alternate London Stansted, runway 04 to expect, and that's about 22 minutes of flying time to our alternate destination. There's some wind information here. We'll probably fly at flight level 240 today. Here the flight plan again, as it is filed to via Eurocontrol, the central flow management unit, 737. Flight level 240 with a true airspeed of 435 knots, 41 minutes of flying time with Stansted the alternate, our equipment information, and after 19 minutes we'll enter the London airspace. We can accept RVRs down to 200 meters. And the flight plan was filed by KLM Operations. The weather is here. Well, the weather is very fine. As if you look outside the window in Holland, you can see it's a very nice weather. So there's nothing much to be afraid of. In the nighttime, there will be some haze and some mist coming up. That will be at London Heathrow well before that time. At London Heathrow, it's about the same thing. There's a slight easterly wind. And there is more than 10 kilometers visibility. When we arrive late, the visibility might start to decrease a little bit, but still well suitable for an ILS category 1 or visual landing. No clouds detected at London Heathrow. NCD, that's the abbreviation I look for. And 20 degrees Celsius, that's a little bit warmer than in Amsterdam. That's now 20 degrees Celsius. The NOTAMs, too much time to explain it all to you. It's all the navigation related information. I'll check that already. And there's nothing of a real concern, especially in this simulation environment, when many of those things are not actually simulated. So this is a little bit upside down, but I hope you can see the Netherlands on the top of the chart. That's the easterly direction. And then we go in westerly directions over the North Sea via Gorlo, Resso, Xamen, like I said, we entered the English airspace, and via Logan, via Lambourne to runway 09 left, probably at London Heathrow, EGLL. And we have some chart for the various altitudes, because the wind can change depending on altitudes. Like I said, this is the most important chart, as this is the flight level 240, which we are planning today. So that's it. Here we are back at Amsterdam. If you excuse me, I will now communicate with air traffic control to get my clearance for departure. And I'll get back to you probably when we are airborne cruising at flight level 240. However, I might give you some small comments now and then during our departure procedure. But most of the time I will be busy communicating with air traffic control, busy with controlling the aircraft, and busy communicating with my virtual co-pilots sitting next to me. Okay, I hope you liked the departure, and I'll get that back to you soon. Thank you. Check the ATIS first.
And EC26 people information. Main landing runway 36 and a transition level 40, 330 degrees 8 knots. OK, temperature 19, dew point 16, QNH 1016, Echo Pascal, no significant change. Contact approach. Arrival. Call sign only. End of information, Delta. This is people information, Delta. Main landing runway 36. Center. Transition level 40. 330 degrees 8 knots. Course OK. Temperature 19.
Okay, that's 330 degrees 8 knots. If we like, we can enter this into the FMC to have a very good takeoff calculation, which I can set here. 330 degrees at 8 knots. For this, I need to reconfirm the critical altitudes, the V1 120, VR the rotation speed 125, and the V2 131 knots, which is set here. We don't have an SID probably if you depart from 36 left. That's why I cannot engage LNAV yet. Okay, let's just check the clearance first. Schiphol delivery, goedenavond, de KLM57 Alpha.
KLM57 Alpha, stand by.
Standing by, 57 Alpha. Okay, we can start the APU at the moment.
Fiber 8486, I hear clearance here.
APU start.
Roger, stand by 1 second. Sorry, 5884. In this case, KLM75 version 57 Alpha, you are cleared to London Heathrow, runway 36 center. After departure, intercept the Sierra Papa outbound on radio 342. Climb and maintain flight level 60. Expect FS2 Crew and squawk 265.
KLM57 Alpha, say again the transponder please.
KLM57 Alpha, squawk 6265.
Okay, KLM57 Alpha at Delta 7, we copy the information Delta. We are cleared to London Heathrow on the from runway 36 center. After departure to intercept Sierra Papa Lima 342 radio, climb flight level 60, after that vectors to Gorlo and squawk 6265.
KLM57 Alpha, correct, report fully ready on 121.650. Bye bye.
Roger, when fully ready to call planner on 121.650, KLM57 Alpha. Bye bye.
Ready to copy.
Okay, we have 342 radio from Sierra Papa Lima from 36 center as expected. Alternative departure procedure.
After departure, intercept Sierra Papa Lima.
We have to intercept the radio from Sierra Papa Lima VOR, which is 108.4.
And expect.
I'll set here. Set Sierra Papa Yankee on this one. So Sierra Papa Lima is set here, as you can see.
After departure from runway 36 center, follow the 342 degree outbound course from the Schiphol VOR, climbing to flight 60. After that, expect vectors to waypoint Gorlo, have the squawk of 7335 588-486. February 8486, feedback is correct. Report fully ready on frequency 121.650. Bye. Roger, change to 121.61. We'll talk to them when we're ready for push and start. Thank you very much, sir. Have a good evening. 588-486.
And then KLM1083, sorry about that. KLM1083 is cleared to Manchester as filed. After departure, intercept Sierra 242. Climb maintain flight level 060.
Oh, we have a problem.
Vectors 30 and block 7341 and expect 3600.
Oh.
And KLM 10 feedback is correct and report fully ready on frequency 121.650. Bye-bye.
Report 191.650, channel 1080, Thank you so much.
Kilograms KLM 496 on stand Foxtrot 9, information data, QH1017, we will press the departure Frankfurt test file, please.
KLM 496, stand by.
Standing by.
Well, I don't understand the co-pilot's HSI at the moment. I have some problems with the view controls. Well, on my side it's okay. So I'll just continue. So it's 3 for 2 the radial. That's set. The runway heading is 005. Weather radar is on. I probably don't need it.
And KLM 496, are you ready for clearance?
6265 the transponder.
Okay, KLM 496, you are clear to Frankfurt via the Randy 1 November departure. Runway 09er and squawk 1000.
Okay, we're in with Delta 7. I'm gonna check the taxi routing. You can't see that at the moment. I'll check it for myself.
KLM 496, feedback is correct. Report fully ready on frequency 121.650.
121.650 to say ready.
Before start procedure.
Check.
I did not turn on the IPU generators, sorry folks. They're on now, we can disconnect the ground power. It's removed already. .131 is set again, for some reason disappeared. 131, V2 speed set. Initially heading select after departure, then to intercept the radial. also use Vorlock to intercept the 342. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist, flight deck door, closed and locked, MCP.
V2 131, heading 005, altitude 6000. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed. Completed. Set and checked.
Rudder and aileron trim.
Free and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anti-collision light on. Before start checklist complete.
Thank you. Yeah, actually I did the takeoff briefing already, but he doesn't remember. And you didn't hear it. So, I'm gonna ask for the pushback car. Okay, stand by.
Clear to Frankfurt MD 1 November departure. Runway 09, squawk remains 1000. Range 1 November 09, squawk 1000, just on today. Information Echo, Unit 1017, on the ground 121.7, bye-bye. Echo, QNH 1017, ground 121.7, 615.
Ah, he's waiting now for my engine start at the gate. I don't want that. 1 moment.
KLM 893, are you ready to copy reclearance? Where's KLM 893? KLM 893 to destination. Stand by. KLM 893, cancel reclearance at your squawk 0142, please. 4142, KLM 893. KLM 5, Echo, information Echo, Unit 1017, on the ground 121.7, bye-bye. Information Echo, QNH 1017, 121.8, thank you, KLM 57 Echo.
57 Echo is
KLM
full
57 Echo, the frequency is 121.7.
57 Echo and 57 Alpha, alright.
Correction 121.7,
Well, the tow track is not coming up now, after I reset. This is a bit annoying.
KLM 179.
Oh, the tow track is not coming, guys. gonna restart. That's better. Just restart the damn thing. Schiphol Planner, goedenavond, de KLM57 Alpha. It's a bit strange.
57 Alpha, we'll expect 5 minutes on delay.
Roger, KLM57 Alpha at Delta 7, confirm 15 minutes.
Confirm.
57 Alpha, standing by. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's busy at Schiphol and we have to wait for additional 15 minutes before we can actually start our pushback. So just wait for a moment. I hope the radar controllers will still be online if I depart so late. But probably they are, because otherwise I would not have given a 15-minute startup delay. No, we can cancel the pushback. No, we're gonna cancel the pushback.
Pack isolated.
Cancel last command.
Roger.
Sometimes my copilot is a bit too sensitive for listening to everything. I'm gonna mute it in a moment.
Can I follow 6 logs at a 5 minutes out delay?
Expecting 5 minutes of delay.
School with the KLM96 Charlie, Frank Randy, can we just expect the departure? KLM96 Charlie, information echo QOTS 017, contact ground on 121.7.
Okay, this gives me some time to double check some things.
And information echoes current KLM96 Charlie, thanks, bye bye.
Frames are set correctly, we again set the Sierra Papa Yankee radio after we get airborne. Which is 238 probably.
Easy 91 Alpha 0, information echo, QS 1017, contact ground 121.8, bye bye. Echo 1017, ground 118, easy 91 Alpha Zulu, you saved us 5 minutes, thanks mate.
I'm gonna set the arrival routes, the standard Lemon 3 Alpha in the flight management computer. Hard mute my copilots. Lemon 3 Alpha set. Checked.
KLM1799 KLM893, information echo, QNH 1017, contact ground 121.8, and set your transponder to 0142 please, 0142.
Still got a very decent frame rate, up to 40.
Chico Channel, good evening, Easy 17 with the Romeo with you. On stand, Delta 49 is ready for pushback.
As a matter of fact, we could turn off our anti-collision lights as we still have to wait, but I'll keep them on. Maybe I get an early pushback clearance.
KLM 8 9 300. You go ahead, KLM 893. Information Echo, QS1017. Contact count 121.8, bye-bye. Echo and contact ground 121.8, KLM 893, bye-bye. KLM 406. 6 with you. KLM 406, can you please confirm your cruise level with me?
Well, I have to change it, sir. I have a cruise level of 180 now.
KLM 406, confirm level 180.
180. 106 is confirmed.
KLM 406 is an alt flight level, so can you accept level 190 or level 170?
170 that will be.
KLM 406, your new flight crashing your new cruise level is now level 170. Information is Echo, QH1017. Contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
121.8, QH1017, 106, right.
ET26 GGF Alpha, information Echo, QH1017, contact ground 121.8, bye-bye.
Information Echo Square, thanks, ground from 121.6, thank you very much, and have a great day. ET26 GGF Alpha.
Alright, KLM1083, we're going to push and start off the stand belt rate 25.
No, no, XT 10 minutes start delay.
Is that for 1083?
KLM 1083, roger. Expect a 10 minutes start delay.
Okay, to make major.
KLM57 Alpha, Mission Echo, QOTS1017, contact ground 11.8, bye.
Roger, information Echo, QNH1017 and over the ground now 11.8, KLM57 Alpha. Bye bye. Okay, seems that we can start to push.
Holding whiskey 6. Report call 742, good evening. Taxi to the gate Delta 54 via Alpha North. Taxi to gate Delta 54 via Alpha North, F4746. Easy, right on. I was assuming it will be holding whiskey 10 for the queue. Stand by now, frequency 121.7, bye-bye.
Okay, and monitor 1217 is the number now, position, you know.
654, straight to the aircraft home device, vacating. Roger that, we'll give way for those traffic.
There's a MK on the left, and there's definitely thanks so much.
Yankee, thanks for flying, hope you enjoyed your time. People ready for towers, balance, decimal 1 for things. 1 decimal 1, KLM,
Grond, goedenavond. De KLM57 Alpha Delta 7, fully ready.
KLM57 Alpha, goedenavond. En pushback approved.
Startup en push approved voor KLM57 Alpha, dank u.
Marker 654, stand by, frequency 121.7, bye-bye.
Brakes released.
Thank you. Elevator Juliet, Alpha 130 perfect.
X off.
Last station, take the call sign. KLM893. KLM893 taxi. Approval credit P6 center via right turn Alpha and Quebec. Taxi holding point 36 via Alpha and Quebec.
The engines don't start. Alright, why not? Maybe your bleed is on.
For ground easy 17 for Romeo and that's the full name of VJ quality for pushback.
Isolation valve was not open. Okay.
Easy 17 Hotel Romeo, good evening. Start of pushback out of proof, stay free.
Parking brake set.
Freedom to put up road 63,
Starting the left.
Easy 260 Alpha, we have clearance and pushing start of Good evening, EC260 Alpha.
Wait for 25% N2, then engage the fuel.
Reaching out approved, EC260 Alpha. Thank you very much.
Engage.
Ground clear now, and KLM57A taxi.
KLM496, taxi to the holding point, north to the 5, runway 09.
Ground 3 number 5, runway 09.
Generators 1 and 2 on. Probe it on. Engine bleeds are on. APU bleed off. APU off. Air conditioning packs auto. Recirculation fan on. Go dampers on.
For Charlie from the Stella Islands for effective runway 36 center on Delta right now.
Flaps 5.
Hotel 2 via Delta.
Flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Hotel 2 via Delta.
Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
I still have to calibrate the voice recognition on my new computer. Flight controls check.
Ready.
Full left. Center.
Check.
Full right. Center.
Check.
Full up. Center.
Check.
Full down. Center.
Check.
Radar check. Full left. Center.
Check.
Full right. Center.
Check.
Flight controls check complete.
First, good evening, this is Airline 872 with you at flight 134, descending to flight 070, heading to Sierra Lima.
Flight controls check complete.
Ready.
Set and checked. Flight controls check complete. You have to complete this on this only on this way, otherwise you can't continue.
There's calling, so you get the call sign. Airline 872. Airline 872 calls it approach 121, decimal 2.
I'm setting this move to thank you very much, Airline 872.
Can the 496 to November 5 hold short and contact tower 118 decimal 1, bye.
718, this is number 1, I have a short number 5, 6, thanks, this is going on, bye.
118 decimal 1.
It is number 1, I'm sorry, 106.
Please.
And ground.
Ground, hello, Easy 5 to Whiskey Foxtrot, short Delta, and Whiskey 4.
Easy 5 to Whiskey Foxtrot, good evening, Security Gate, Hotel 7, via Delta and Alpha.
H Hotel 7 via Delta Alpha, Easy 5 to Whiskey Foxtrot.
Easy 268 Alpha requesting taxi. Easy 268 Alpha taxi for report Whiskey 10, runway 36 center, via left turn Bravo. Taxi on point Whiskey 10, 36 center, via left turn Bravo, Easy 268 Alpha.
Ground. KLM57 Alpha, ready for taxi. I'm first.
KLM57 Alpha taxi for report Whiskey 10, runway 36 center, via Alpha 13, then left Bravo.
Roger, clear to 36 center, Whiskey 10 via Alpha 13, then left on Bravo for the KLM57 Alpha.
KLM57A with taxi 36 center.
Clear on the left. Clear on the left. Okay, before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators on. Rope heat on. Anti-ice off. Isolation valve open. Engine start switches. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. RTO. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear. 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 Set and checked.
Clear. Before taxi checklist complete.
Thank you.
Which is going back to the KLM. Okay, thanks.
Clear on the left.
Clear right.
There's also a minor giveaway to the company on the right, these two for Charlie uniform. Easy 17 up to Romeo, Easy 1 Hotel Romeo taxi to Hotel Whiskey 10 van V36 Center via Alpha en Quebec. Whiskey 10 way Alpha Quebec, Easy 17. KLM 1083, standby frequency 121.7, bye-bye. KLM 1083, you are going to right, KLM 1083, going the wrong way, make double right turn. The 170 Romeo give way to a KLM57 from right, don't know where he's going. KLM 1083, switch taxiway, Bravo.
This is taxiway, Bravo to Adrian.
To succeed Alpha hold position to let the company in front, so it's on wrong direction in front of you. Or you can make a left order. To succeed Alpha, let's do taxi via Alpha and rejoin Bravo at the next left turn.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Taxi to Alpha.
Thank you.
Bravo, next left turn, easy to. KLM 1962 with us. KLM 1962, Fated 36 Center, now on Delta. KLM 1962, hello, taxi to the gate Charlie 8 via Quebec. Charlie 8 via Quebec, KLM 1962. The 57 Alpha give way to a company 737 from the right, he is on the webpage.
Ground, is this for the KLM 57 Alpha?
Correct, 57 Alpha give way to company from right.
Giving way to the company from the right, 57 Alpha. The radio is a bit wet.
Standby 1.7, bye-bye.
Here he is. Dag collega.
Right. Okay, that's 191.7. Okay, that's 1962. 117 for KLM 1962, dankjewel. Frans, home Fated 36 Cent, we gaan zo one uniform position. 51 uniform whiskey, goedenavond, step to the gate, Bravo 31 via Quebec. Bravo 31 via Quebec, we gaan zo one uniform whiskey. We're to Quebec, taxi 36 Center. November to Quebec, taxi to holding point Whiskey 10, runway 6 center, via Alpha and Quebec.
B6 center, holding point Whiskey 10 via Alpha Quebec, moving to Quebec. Scooping ground, schedule certificate at the
KLM 1958, certificate Charlie 15.
Certificate Charlie 15, KLM 1958. Begaan is Geforce GTX1080 zijn hand verricht belast.
Wat zijn jullie voor bedankt voor vliegen? Fijne avond. KLM 1958, hold position for traffic from your left corner runway.
Holding position.
November to Quebec, make it double right turn to taxi to Quebec.
Yeah, you're going to Quebec.
November to Quebec, make a double right turn to taxi towards Quebec. You are now going to the north. Right, November to Quebec, new plan. November to Quebec, new plan, make a right turn, taxi to Bravo, and taxi to the runway via Bravo.
Are you saying make a right-hand turn for Ludo to Quebec?
November to Quebec is firm, so taxi to Bravo, and taxi via Bravo.
Right turn, taxi to Bravo, Ludo to Quebec.
We need to go around, this is the Giant 826 with you. We're embarking from Romeo. Giant 826, good evening, taxi to your stand Romeo 80 via Quebec.
Romeo 80 via Quebec, thank you very much.
KLM 1083, stand by 121, decimal 7, bye bye.
Good evening to 263 on Echo 2.
KLM 1083, stand by count, frequency 121, decimal 7. KLM 1083, count 121, decimal 7. Alright, Lufthansa 1 Uniform Whiskey, stand by count 121, decimal 7.
117, Lufthansa 1 Uniform Whiskey.
Please give way to a KLM 737 from the left. Alright, welcome to Quebec. And to Quebec, taxi to Bravo, please.
Actually, Bravo, Ludo to Quebec.
KLM 1958, sorry for that, so you could continue taxi via Alpha.
Continue, KLM 1958.
Ground good day to your 25 X-ray on Echo 2.
It's very busy at the moment.
First of 25 X-ray, good evening, welcome to support taxi to the gate Delta 7. Taxi to gate to Delta 7 for 25 X-ray.
KLM 1083, holding short, entry 600, comfort zone.
In the 158, the company is supposed to be turning into Bravo. So after here, please stand by 1.7.
1217 for KLM 958.
KLM 57 Alpha, stand by 121.7, please.
57 Alpha, standby 1217.
Giant 826, stand by 121.7.
Going to 121.7 for KLM 826.
KLM1083 contact tower van 190 test. Alpha. KLM1958, hello, continue.
Continue for KLM1958.
For round, this is Giant 8 Charlie, for Romeo 822.
Giant 826, hello, continue taxi.
Continue taxi, you're correct. Thank you very much.
Before takeoff checklist.
One uniform whiskey, Alpha Quebec, turn left.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green light. Flaps 5, green light.
Stabilizer trim.
Stabilizer trim, 5.1 units. Set and checked.
Before takeoff checklist complete.
Thank you.
KLM57 Alpha, hold short of runway 36 center. Stand by on frequency 119.225.
Roger, to hold short of runway 36 center and standing by on 119.225 for the tower. KLM57 Alpha, tot ziens. Swap, come on.
Roger.
Line up and wait, no delay.
Runway 36 center. Entry.
Is it position at Alpha departure run van Westland to the right? But you're on the max van de stoel, thanks, and by 68 Alpha. So 705, no extend landing clearance in 330 degrees 7 knots, goodbye. Correction, 330 degrees 7 knots.
Reselecting 112 after departure. Dames en heren, vanuit de cockpit staan we weer met te wachten voor de vertrek vanaf baan 36 center, de Zwanenburgbaan. We verwachten nog wat links te maken na vertrek, het is vrij druk op dit moment. En we verwachten meteen na deze vertraging redelijk zonder verder oponthoud, verder cancel last command.
Roger.
Zonder verder oponthoud verder te kunnen vliegen naar Londen Heathrow.
Say again.
Two camps, you can see 1.1.
1.1.
Ladies and gentlemen from the cockpit, Captain speaking, we're just now number 2 for departure from runway 36 center. Apologies for the delay from we already encountered from the gate at Schiphol. Try to do our best to arrive as quickly as possible now on the London Heathrow. For the moment, sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. Thank you very much.
CT-17 Hotel Romeo behind the landing.
Cabin crew, we see the takeoff.
Runway 36 center, line up away behind. No delay.
Yeah, I'm landing aircraft and behind the team of
Charlie Hotel, expect landing clearance in 340 degrees 7 knots.
Translate landing clearance, OSA Charlie Hotel.
EHAM-EGLL runway 36 cleared for takeoff, 340 degrees 7 knots, no delay.
High pressure.
Dat was 1 Charlie, dat is ook heel te lang.
Inbound was 1 Charlie as well.
En dat langs het hartje van de snoepen.
That was 1 to that's the 2 with the KLM58.
Als we trouwens goed aan de 4 uur voor november, wij dat de center.
Oké, november, hello. Ja, dan 57 Alpha 100.
Affirm, 57 Alpha.
Ja, dan 57 Alpha behind the British Airways Boeing 787 on a 5 now final, runway 36 center, line at 85.
Als je behind the British Airways 767 confirm to line up runway 36 center behind, 5 knots final.
Ja, dan 57 Alpha heeft die British Airways op de final final, Boeing 787.
787 British Airways to line up behind KLM57 Alpha.
Correct.
Ja, contact.
Easy 17 Alpha Romeo, Sherman from Westmont.
1 to 1 between the 3 to 1
The British Airways 787.
November, runway 36 center, clear to land, 340 degrees 7.
Good bird left to the boat with the time. Shield Tower, who United 82 on the ILS 367.
United 204, goedenavond. Your nummer 3 van de Parsargrond.
Runway entry procedure.
Check. Cabin crew, take your seats. Ready to go.
Check.
Okay, speed report for November.
And then 57 Alpha, runway 36 center, clear to takeoff, 340 degrees 7 knots, no delay.
350 degrees 7 knots cleared for takeoff, 36 center staying in freak, KLM57 Alpha. Takeoff.
Check.
Speed report to 8 November, Victor Captain on decimal 8, correct?
Spooling up.
Dankjewel, toegang, decimal 8, speed report voor November. Dankjewel, fijne avond nog, ziens.
Absoluut.
No toga, manual thrust.
United 804, circulate dynamically, 340 degrees 7 knots.
Thrust set.
Check land 36 center, United 824.
80 knots.
Check.
November 2, contact onwards.
V1.
Rotate.
Gear up.
Positive rate.
And 1. Level change. Select level change.
Level change.
Track the VUR radio. And 1. Bug up.
Bug up.
KLM57 Alpha, contact departure, round 114. Enjoy your evening.
112, thank you, bye bye. KLM57 Alpha.
Transition altitude set to standard.
Check. Swap, come on.
Are you sure?
Swap, come on.
Flaps 1.
My god.
Check.
Hello, 138. We are 6 miles.
KLM 103, hello, number 1.
Number 1, 2, 1.
Hij is nog listening. Sub departure, hello, dus KLM57 Alpha out of 4000, flight level 45, flight level 60, Sierra Papa Lima 342.
KLM57 Alpha, hello, the production. Climb flight level 90, left turn direct Gorlo.
1000 to level.
Climb flight level 90, then left direct to Gorlo now, KLM57 Alpha.
Okay, Romeo 2 for Yankee, so if you flight level 070.
Yankee Oscar Romeo 2 for Yankee Hotel, hello, Vector approach number 26 center, the information is gold. You said flight level 5, so you know.
Romeo 2 for Yankee Hotel, subject to 5,000 feet degree, possibly have back to the operation center.
1000 to level.
Check.
KLM57 Alpha, open HC available, you can go 122.8, have a nice flight.
125, correction, 122.8, confirm?
Confirm, we're all closing now, so 122.8, the line.
128, KLM57 Alpha, bye.
Jersey 113, contact arrival 118.4.
Well, ATC is closing after such a busy outbound wave. It's a pity.
Jersey 113, contact arrival 118.4. Arrival 118.4, Jersey 113, hello. Yankee Oscar Romeo 24, Yankee Hotel, terminal heading 160.
VNAV.
Want to release the cabin now?
Okay.
Check.
After takeoff checklist.
8,000 feet, QNH 1017.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now use your electronic devices such as CD players, iPods and laptop computers.
After takeoff checklist.
Actually it's 1017.
After takeoff checklist. Well, I'm sorry, the FS2Crew is not responding like I would in this new setup. After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
Yeah, of course.
Departure was a Quebec is with you for 0.8 for 6.
Station calling and not see on radar. Fuck my Charlie.
After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
First, do you contact cargo 8187? I've got a user request to you. Are you a pilot or are you? Again.
Something is going wrong.
Are you a good pilot? Can I trust you? So, again, please.
My God.
Check.
8187, never mind that. Plan now.
Guys, something is going wrong again. I'm very sorry.
November Cargo 8187, yes, it will be the 36 center. So we have another change for you. ILS 36 center and contact arrival 118.4.
After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
Yeah, this is really ridiculous.
November to Quebec, we climb 5 level 1.
I'm sorry.
I'm doing to Quebec.
Thank you, Oscar.
Smooth transitions is enabled for some strange reason. I don't understand why everything is on smooth transition now. Should be okay now, I guess.
Roger.
Cancel last command.
Roger. Set.
After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Thousands level.
Check. After takeoff checklist.
Stand by.
Yeah, alright. FS2Crew is screwed up. It's not working anymore. Really strange. Descent procedure?
Check.
Ah, that's working. 50, okay.
Checked.
Cancel last command.
Roger.
Level insufficient. Only London's north.
VREF 130. Minimums 0 feet. Approach briefing.
Cancel last command.
Roger.
My God.
Check.
Cancel last command.
Roger.
Shut up. Okay, we're now in the cruise, 24,000 feet. My sincere apologies for the fucked up software. I can't have any other words than that. FS2Crew is responding a bit strange, and for some reason the SK camera views were in the smooth transition mode, which was also not requested by me, but somehow it did. There's no ATC at the moment, however we can expect radar factors by Heathrow director during our descent into Heathrow, so just wait and see. We're now approaching Gorlo, which is normally the transition point, the changeover point to London Control. But there's only the north sector online, so we'll probably have to fly on Unicom for a little bit longer. Let's see if I can check the ATIS of HEATHROW. On to 8070.
Contact with Heathrow.
Heathrow, information. Sierra, time 1950.
Arrival runway
09 left.
Departure runway
09
right. Transition level.
Flight level 70. Set wind 1006 knots. Visibility 10 kilometer or more. Broken 4,300 feet. Temperature +22. Dew point +1 4. QNH 1017. Acknowledge receipt of information. Sierra.
And report aircraft type and current QNH on first contact with Heathrow.
Heathrow information. Sierra. Time 1950.
Okay, that's all checked. We can expect 09 left as planned. I'm gonna put in the arrival procedure here. ILS 09 left. Via Lambourne. I'm gonna check if there's no gap in the waypoints. If it isn't, then we're gonna program the MCP and the radios for a 09 left ILS landing. Maybe we can have 09 right to swing to 09 right if ATC allows, because this will reduce our taxi time, as we're already very late regarding our departure for Amsterdam. course will be 090. And the frequency 110.3, India, Alpha Alpha. And I will put in 09 right, India Bravo Bravo on the standby frequency, 109.5. Missed approach from 09 left, from 09 right is straight ahead, I'm heading 090, from 09 left it's a left-hand turn, with no navigation beacon involved. Okay. Can put in Chiltern to be sure, 277. And Epsom on the south on the second one, 316. I'm gonna check the descent planning, because there are strict rules regarding the standard arrival procedure into Heathrow. .250 by Logan. Well, we are already below 250 then. Sabre should be past at flight level 160, which is set in the FMC. Final approach altitude 2500. Minimums at 200 feet radio altimeter. I'm gonna recheck that later. And the missed approach altitude for 09 left is 3000 feet. Autobrake 1. Dry runway. And we have a gate. It's not the final sector. We'll return to Amsterdam in a normal situation. This would be the KLM flight. No concerns. Stay brief.
Are you ready for the approach brief?
Okay.
The arrival routing will be via the ATC assigned standard terminal arrival procedure, complying with all published speed and altitude restrictions. For an ILS approach, planning of flaps 30 landing. VREF is 130. Final approach fix is 2500 feet. Decision altitude is 200 feet. Missed approach altitude is 3000 feet. Taxi route will be assigned by ATC. We'll be arriving at a gate. We'll use the APU, but please delay the start until my command, as we have a long taxi in. Descent speed and navigation radius are set. Airport NOTAMs have been reviewed. Any questions, comments or concerns?
Not today.
Approach brief complete.
Thank you. Okay, let's set 160. to let the FMC descend to Sabre at flight level 160 before we contact Heathrow director. Some windmills below. Descent checklist. Descent checklist. Not responding again. Descent checklist. Descent checklist. No. Descent procedure.
Check.
And we do it this way. Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Landing altitude is 100 feet. Recall checked. Auto brake. Level 1. Landing data.
Set and checked.
Approach briefing.
Completed. Completed.
Check.
Set and checked.
Descent checklist complete.
Thank you. I have to help him a little bit.
Heathrow, information, Tango, time 20.
Okay, Tango is the weather. And we're descending flight level 160 to be level at Sabre, which is just on the east coast of England.
Ultra 375 Cape, taxi left Alpha Lima stands 248. Package right, taxi, left southbound, do not count 248, Geforce Wilson.
One, two, destination, Tracy, CNX, headed back 3.5 hours.
Station, Heathrow direct, closing, Monmouth, recon 1, to the
Ah, that's a pity. Well guys, we have to land without ATC. It's that kind of Sunday again. Audible 70 now. Well, due to the situation, we have to land on 09 left. Otherwise, we might have multiplate traffic on 09 right departing without enough coordination. So we'll land on the standard landing runway 09 left now. Have a little bit of taxi then towards Terminal 4. It's getting a bit cloudy. 10,000.
Cabin crew prepare for landing.
And on your left you can see the city of London, the city centre. We just passed the Isle of Dogs already, with the Canary Wharf, and now we're in the really, on our left we can see the main attractions of London.
Traffic.
We have a TCAS warning. Nothing on the TCAS to see. Okay. Here on the left, that was our TCAS warning.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we start our descent, please make sure your seat backs and tray tables are in their full upright position.
1000 to level.
Your seatbelt is securely fastened and all carry-on luggage is stowed underneath the seat in front of you or in the overhead bins. Please turn off all electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. Thank you.
Transition level, altimeters reset. 1017.
Check. Approach checklist.
Altimeters.
Set and checked.
Set. Approach checklist complete.
Thank you.
Flight deck. Okay, thanks. Captain, the cabin is secure.
Thank you. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1. $1,000 to level.
Check.
$2,500.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
Flaps 5.
Check. Final approach fix, height checked. Missed approach altitude not set.
Check. Gear down.
Gear down.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 15.
Flaps 30.
Flaps 30.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches.
Continues. Continues. Set and checked.
Speed brake.
Armed.
Landing gear.
Down.
Flaps.
Flaps 30. Green light.
Landing checklist complete.
Thank you. Cleared.
$1,000.
I have control.
You have control. $500
Check, cleared.
Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Landing.
Approach lights. Check.
Landing.
Check.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Auto brake disarmed.
Checked. No reverses.
$60 knots.
Check. Manual braking already.
Check.
Okay to clean up.
Check.
Ladies and gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you, and please use caution when opening the overhead bins, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. We remind you to please wait until you're inside the terminal to use any electronic devices or to smoke in the designated areas. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a safe onward journey.
Okay, Fire Bravo now. November Bravo 3.
Three minutes.
Check. Okay, Lima to the left. Okay, to cross 27 left. At November Bravo 3. Then to enter Victor via Sierra Bravo 3. And let's ask for March rudder at stand 416. Oh, you don't know where I want to go. It's a bit strange. Oh my god, that's a long menu. Oh, I don't want this. Well, apparently it's very difficult to select stand 416 on this GSX menu. So I think I'm gonna call it quits. Park on my own.
Check.
Cancel last command, man.
Roger.
Dat bedoel ik.
Check. I think 416 is occupied. Not sure. No, it isn't. We can't take it. It's 415. It's 415. Lights and doors. Lights and doors. Check. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross-check. Doors disarmed, no APU.
Check. Cabin crew, doors may be opened. Okay, we're now at London Heathrow, stand 415, just next to stand 416. At Terminal 4, the gate is connecting to the aircraft. I'm sorry for the delay with the departure from Amsterdam Schiphol, partly due to very busy air traffic control. And sorry we did not have any ATC at London, they were just closing. And I'm also aware now of the reason for the problem with the controls regarding the toga button at takeoff and the disconnecting autopilot stuff on finals. It was due to the fact that it was really specifically allocated to my 737 bizjet and not to this KLM737. That was the reason of these kind of problems, at least. So I'm sorry for the delay, and hope you liked it anyway, especially the departure and this landing at Heathrow, runway 09 left. Thank you, and see you next time, hopefully with less issues and a more configured system regarding the add-ons, so everything works properly. Thank you very much, and see you next time. Bye.